Greetings, you people on my keen. I was gonna has been this Briarstone. I do indeed welcome you to Sunday Morning Heroes. Everybody is about to begin, and I have with me once again this morning Quill18.
Hey, folks.
And Demonac.
Greetings.
As well as the lovely A Kiss for Luck.
Hey, you.
Alright, everybody, I think we're set to go. Internet's is working, and this thing is recording, so that means we are good for both live entertainment as well as YouTube. So, I'm going to move myself back over to there, and let's get some FaceTime Continuum happening in 3, 2, 1. Faces everywhere. Yes, everything's working. Love it. Okay.
You have faces?
All the faces.
Yeah.
There's at least 4.
All the face are belong to us.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all
face.
about that face. About that face.
Hello. Oh, and we have such a hello.
Hello. All right. Got some excellent moddage happening. Keeping everybody hopefully happy in the viewer base there. Currently, I do believe you guys have done an exceptional job so far when it comes to this whole figuring out the mystery of the missing money, if you want to call it that. Actually, that's a lot of alliteration. I like that. Mystery of the missing money. Ooh. Anyway, I also believe that the last thing I mentioned to you guys before we closed out on the last session was that you noticed that somebody had stood up in the middle of this auditorium where you guys were eating and drinking and such. Okay, so very, very noticeable. I wasn't going to make you roll for it or anything because it's not exactly hard to see this. You guys are adept at seeing things anyway. You're always on guard. But you did notice this individual. He stands up and he moves very quickly towards the door. Right? And on the way, he motions his fingers in the air like at Chalaska, you thinking, right? Because you can sort of follow where he's looking, and you see Chalaska, the guard that you were, well, no doubt, very admired by. What's that?
Chalaska is the second in charge, right?
Yes, Chalaska is the second in charge. You guys have had a few words with her. Anyway, right, so she nods, and then excellently, there is a boisterous fellow in and behind the bar. You probably dealt with him before as well, just in the off chance that you haven't. He happens to have a very, very interesting persona. I'm not going to go into detail. I'm not going to give you a name because it's not really that important. It's just environmental stuff. So he then says, "Ladies and gentlemen, we have tonight's entertainment at the door." And the guy moves quickly over to the door or whatever, and they open it up, and there's another guy that comes in and swirls in really, really fast, and they open up the door, and the double doors, the 2-leaf doors, opens up, so there's lots of area there, and in marches a band. Live entertainment. All right, because
Okay, but that other guy who got up, he left out the door before this?
Yeah, well, I got ahead of myself. I was last week trying to make some amount of tension, right?
Right.
Yeah, but he didn't actually leave. He was just motioning to the door to get there and then open the door and everything. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Same guy. Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to get that whole what's happening. Right. So anyway, this is what's happening. And yeah, it's to be noted, this is a live band. So you're not going to be entertained.
It's not an undead band.
Yes, instead of that, or what we could call compressed music, at that particular point. Right. This is not coming from a compact disc. Oddly enough. Okay, are you muted or? I can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Bella is ill, everyone, and she's needing to go outside again. So I will be back in a minute. Sorry.
Okay.
It's going to be a lot. There may be a lot of these. She's had us up all night.
Yeah,
it's been fun.
Yeah, a few times there. All right. Well, I won't do anything specifically outrageously noting until you get back. I don't know if you can still hear me, but yes.
Yep.
We're just setting up the environment. So the troops, the troubadour or whatever, the whole band comes in, and oh wow, but she's not here to hear this. What do I do? There's something actually special for her.
What's the timing of this again?
This is in the evening.
I can't remember exactly. Okay, because I was going to just sleep in the office, but this is actually before that. Like we were all getting prepared and stuff like that, and then
Yeah, you gotta have dinner first, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But you still have your set of keys then at this
Yeah,
point.
I still have the keys.
They're
There's a chain. Yeah.
Yep.
Key chain is put through the loop of a chain, which is wrapped around my arm, which is tied around my waist.
Very good. Oh man, I have
Where
something
epic
specifically
level sleight
awesome that I
of
want to
hand
say, but I can't say.
I can see what's coming. I know what's coming.
Do you?
The band?
Mm-hmm.
Are they an all accordion band?
Well, there is indeed some accordions, but they're not all accordion. That would be brilliant, but no, I didn't think of that. No, this is going to do more for. I suppose I can just state it when she gets back.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
It's
It's suspenseful though.
So I don't know if Tao should be doing something special tonight. Like I could go and perch myself on one of those balconies near the vault. The thing is, we have no. Like, there's been all this build-up with the vault, but it's entirely possible that there's nothing that's going to happen there. It's like some other leak in the organization in a completely different place.
The vault seems pretty secure. The stuff is just disappearing from the vault. But the problem is, it does seem like the stuff's disappearing from the vault because we watched the money come in right up to the point where it goes into the lift of inescapable doom, where theoretically no one can survive inside the lift. They just put the money in there, they seal it up, and then it's gone. It's into the vault. The vault automatically counts it. You apparently can't go in there or you become a corpse. This is what has been strongly implied.
And everything's balanced in the evening, but it's in the morning that, like, there's not as much money, right?
Yeah.
Well, you don't really know the full gist of it. You just know you've been told that things have been missing, like the balance.
Yeah, but
I think that's part
they
of why
keep a
we're
record every
investigating
day.
this way is to make sure that is when it's happening, or try and find out when it's happening.
Yeah, and that'll be more revealed when you actually have some time to look through the books. You haven't really had a chance to do that yet.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah. You'll know. Well, I suppose specifically it would be more Eric, who was supposedly staying in the office. The books and stuff like that are in there. So.
Right, but the person who's here, the person who normally is the only person with authority to access the vault, and she gets the receipts every day, has she been aware that anything's missing at all?
If you think back to the beginning and the whole sort of interaction between her and Alaska, there seemed a bit of confusion. She knew that you guys were here for something, but she doesn't exactly know fully what.
Okay.
It's just
so maybe things have been missing from the vault, but she hasn't been looking at the books so carefully, so she doesn't know. Or maybe we'll find out when we look at the books that no, everything is balanced, and this is not the source of the missing anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's some sort of like shadow doubts and such that are cast upon several of the higher ups of this area, but you guys are here and you're really bugging them, like, because they don't know why you're here specifically. You're just here and for something special. And Alaska doesn't say, and Alaska is being kind of an aggravation. Also, I hear myself. Hello, self. How you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Can everybody else hear me? Am I just hearing myself?
Yeah. We're hearing the echo. It's from Ava's mic.
It's probably from my room. Oh my God! All right, I can use headphones. Oh, where are my headphones? I'll use the headphones then. You can hear yourself from my room. That's good.
Well, we're hearing echo. We're hearing Briar echo through your mic pickup.
Yeah.
Maybe it's coming out of his room and getting picked up in the background of your mic, or maybe it's just echoing through your speakers. I don't know.
Yeah,
well, I can actually hear him better from the door than I can from the speakers. I have my speakers pretty low, but
it's a testament to that, compressed audio again being less awesome than the real life. Very good. So I hope that explains some things. The Sun, I was just telling both Eric and Tao about they had some questions regarding some of the earlier events and who might know what's going on and everything. Nalasker is the only one, the guy you talked to first, the very intriguing guy. He's the only one who really knows what's happening. Everybody else, like the second in command, like Chalaska, the girl that you've talked to the most, the sort of captain of the guard, she happens to know very little as to what's going on. You guys are just here, doing something very important, and don't know what exactly, but she doesn't like the fact that some of you have powers that she has as well. There's like a sort of an equality thing happening.
Yeah.
With Tao really sets her on edge, but Anyway, because she knows who Tao is, right?
Okay.
How could she not?
So the door,
Okay.
Yeah.
She
She
doesn't
knows
know
the
Tao,
is
but
Tao,
she
though.
knows the widow.
Black Widow, yeah. Or not
Right.
Black Widow, but
Okay.
the Widow, yeah. Okay, so anyway, as I was saying, before Bells had to go and do stuff, we have like a troop of
We had a band going. I heard
Yeah.
that as I was leaving. Yeah.
yeah, they're coming through the door. All right, and they're carrying their stuff, and everybody seems to be like, "Yay, woo." But there's an interesting thing that you notice, Lasan, and of course you can't not see it, is the fact that in the group of people coming through that door is indeed one of your brothers, because
Oh,
you know, and he happens to be bringing with him today not his. I'm doing this because of Quill. You can blame Quill. Not because of anything specific that you know of, but he likes to play the lute. But however,
Carmen!
today he's coming in with an accordion.
my God, your brother's the one who's been ripping this place off.
No.
Or if you have to get in a fight with him.
Uh-oh.
and money
so-
hidden in the accordion.
My brother, the bard, the one who calls him, his stage name is Ed of the Greenwood.
Mm.
Sorry.
This is good. This is how things are gonna go. So yeah, they come in and immediately set up really fast. I mean, there's no electrical plugs or cables or anything, strangely enough. So you guys just watch them really quickly set up in the far corner, and yeah, so they start playing some music, and of course you've got a very, very noticing, generous nod from your brother. He's surprised. You can see it in his eyes. He's like, "Oh, I have to remain composed, though." And yeah, music starts playing, and everybody starts not everybody, but some people start standing up and you know,
So you
clapping
had said-
before.
We saw a guy get up and leave in a sort of. You had said last week, just as we were ending, that I had noticed this guy just sort of. I don't know, something unusual about it, right?
Yep. He stood up
And
while
we're-
everybody else was sitting down. He stood up fast, is the thing, and he started walking towards the door really fast.
Okay, like maybe he forgot something. I mean, maybe it was no big deal. Maybe it means nothing at all. But on the other hand, we're here looking for someone. So while all of this was going on, I was going to say, get up and try to follow him in a very kind of quiet manner and see where he
Apparently,
goes.
Briar was just screwing with us. This is the guy who was opening the door for the band.
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah. I
So he
wanted
doesn't
a
actually
clue
leave.
hanger.
He doesn't actually leave. He just goes and opens the door for the band.
That's the only thing
Yeah,
I can think of.
it's
It's like,
one of
okay,
those
I
guys
got
with
what do I have
fingers.
here? To have interest
Okay.
for next week. But yes, that was the interest.
You're terrible. Okay,
Mildly
that's
terrible.
okay. That's
Then he
good.
explodes into fire, and the place is on fire now. So I'm just joking. No, that's not what happens. So,
Okay.
lots of people. More people are coming in now as well. They know the band is here, obviously. And you would assume that the band came in prior to the locking of the gates and everything. They must have been outside in one of the other inns, or the not really an inn, because this is where like visitors stay generally. There is another place outside that well, you guys, I suppose.
Is it like a staff dormitory or something?
Yeah, Eric would know about it because there's a certain they had to walk right by it. So yeah. Anyway, there's that.
Yeah.
So yeah, music is playing. People are kind of boisterous, moving around even a bit more. There's more liquor flowing, and people are getting quite festive. That is the environment. Okay, does anybody partake of the rounds of liquor that are making their way across? There are people buying rounds for larger groups of people right now.
I'm on duty.
You're on duty.
Yeah,
You're going to not
say,
partake.
I don't think so. We'll just give it all to Eric. He's big. He'll never feel it. It'll be
Yeah, I
fine.
don't know about all. Eric's gonna have a drink, but he's gonna keep it limited.
Okay.
So
We
just,
can
like,
pretend we're
literally
drinking a little
a drink.
bit, but
Okay.
you know,
Well, Yeah, I'm probably gonna be staking out the front door of the vault overnight, and I can't be getting up to go pee every couple hours.
weren't we going to with the keys? Did we have to bring the keys back to the office? Weren't we going to?
yeah, Eric's
I
gonna
thought
sleep
Eric
in
had
the
stayed
office,
there
basically.
already.
No,
Had he not stayed
I don't think so.
in
You
the
guys
office?
had come back out to eat and stuff.
We planned that, but apparently this is happening before we actually tuck in for the night.
Okay,
'Cause
so
we
you
had-
still have the keys with you.
Yeah, I still have the keys. Still
Okay.
plan to keep the keys.
Okay.
But yeah, I was all getting ready for that, but in actuality, it's like supper time after, because there were people we were talking to. They're like, "Oh, as soon as you do that, I gotta go eat because I haven't eaten yet." Stuff like
Yeah,
that.
Eric is in the office. Like that's how I remembered it too. Actually, I thought we had stopped by the office
Yeah.
because we were going to turn the keys in, and then you had decided to sleep there for the night. And I thought Tao and I had left or
I
something.
thought that was the
but-
plan. I thought.
Yeah,
And
that's what
maybe
I thought.
maybe
I
that's
thought
you
we'd
could
worked
leave.
it out.
You could leave. Are you not eating then? Are you not part of the festivities here?
No, that's when it's time to go to it's time to go to bed. There's a
Okay.
we had the same perception, she and I, but it was a bit of a time warp because we weren't quite there yet. So
Okay. Yeah, because there was the
Yeah,
whole
there were
idea
other
that.
people. Yeah, there's people in chat too saying, "Isn't he in the office?" Like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought you were already there, and it was just Tao and I at the bar, at the pub or something.
Because I
Okay.
thought he was here in the tavern proper, but if he wants to be
No,
in
no,
the
there's-
office, he can be. It's
that was the plan. But if it's not like nighttime yet, then like I'm still gonna eat and stuff like that. So
yeah. I figured that would be proper. I mean,
you
Oh,
know,
we still have the keys with us then.
I've got the keys chained to me.
okay,
So.
Okay.
all right,
All right.
that's good to know. All right, so yeah, so the only person who's going to be taking of drink is going to be Eric, as I'm understanding, correct?
Yeah, just
Okay.
one.
So yeah, after you just drinking it, you're having a few like sips of it. Give me a Constitution check.
Okay. Constitution
Seriously?
check or save?
Just Constitution. Well, check.
I'm-
Just basically, I just
Unmodified
want to know
check.
what your con is in terms of like your booze tolerance right now. Okay. Okay, that's good to know. So, yeah, so everything starts to pick up a bit more. Oh, and Lasan, your brother's really giving it. It's amazing. He's there are you don't exactly know how he gets paid, and maybe he gets paid before because there's no money being transferred in and around. People aren't tipping, so you don't know what's going on about that. You don't know.
Oh, so it's a European bar.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe they do things different in this interim or something. You know.
Got a crazy accordion solo. He's gonna do Free Bird.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. It's really going down. He's bringing it in really fast, and he's hitting those keys really, really hard. He's amazing.
It's a Weird Al tribute band.
Yes.
That's what the accordion's for.
Oh,
In fact, you know what? There are a couple of parodies he's throwing in there. There's some really well-known songs about some well-known kings and their accomplishments, but he's parodied in.
Oh yeah,
Really
you gotta do that
hard right.
satire.
Yeah. He's a bard. Come on. All right.
brother is Weird Al Yankovic. That's awesome.
Are you guys all together, or are you kind of separated? Or
guess
do you
we
have
were
an
all-
overhead-looking area, or you?
I didn't know there was an overhead looking area, but I assumed like for this we were just.
balconies and such and around. You could-
I was just thinking we were eating at the bar, or something like that, getting some chow down
Yeah.
before we went to work.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So you all are all together then as a cluster.
Yeah, I think. Well, I think so.
Yep, sure. We're still talking strategy, probably.
Yeah, and that
Yeah.
makes sense. I mean, yeah,
Whatever
you're enjoying the
plans.
music. You don't have to be solo right now. So
Yeah, I mean, obviously the widow always wants to be on the lookout for things, but I don't think I'm really expecting anything to be going on at dinner time in the bar. I don't think that's where
Yeah.
shit's going down, yo.
yeah, and that would be
Yeah.
really strange if it was the case. Yeah. Okay.
I'm mostly just watching the kitchen entrance to see if anyone see who's going in and out of there. If
Right.
perchance I noticed someone who didn't seem like they looked like they should be there,
Right.
because
That's
of
how
course
you
the
get to
office
the
is
office,
through the
right?
kitchen.
Yeah.
So yeah, give me an investigation check. Actually, just give me another one. You guys made one last week, I think, but let's get a new one now that everything is really, really crowded and crazy.
Investigate. There we go.
23.
Okay.
2010.
2010.
And then we have so wow, these are good enough rolls for Tao and Lasan. Both of you are quite sure that this is just staff, that the normal people that you've seen before, going back and forth between the doors into the kitchen, outside of the kitchen, wait staff and everything, as well as the bartenders. They don't tend to move too far from their position on their bar. They have their own little sections, and they're working
Right.
really, really hard within it.
Yeah, they're leashed, so you can't just like pull them from like across the bar.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
no. They're especially if you go too far outside of their aggro range, they will definitely run back and receive full hit points back. It happens.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're reading Rose comment in chat. There's a really well-known song about a well-known ranger who was a stealthy scout, and the band is playing a parody about how the ranger kept stepping on things and making noise. Thank you.
There's another round of drinks being bought. You see, very familiar, because he's not exactly a stand-out kind of dwarf, but you've seen him before. I mean, you almost tripped on him, right? So you see the dwarf that you saw before, who was meddling around with the poison, the rat poison.
Oh, right.
earlier.
The rat.
The exterminator.
So he's buying
Now
drinks,
he's pouring
buying
drinks?
rounds for people. And he immediately, because you guys, I guess, are near the bar. That's where you're currently stationed. So he turns around. He's all happy, right? He's really, really jovial, and you can tell he's had a few. And he's like, "Oh, you want?" He just starts passing it around. He's handing it straight to Tao. Tao, you want?
See,
Take it.
I already have a drink that I'm nursing, so I can use that to try and deflect future drinks.
This is true.
Right? Just like,
As long as your cup's not empty, you don't need a refill.
I was gonna say, I
Already
probably
have-
had some tea, but it
already
might
have
be.
enough red poison for tonight.
Yeah, but I probably finished it with the food, so I'll accept the drink, but I won't actually drink it.
Oh, okay. All right. He's like, he doesn't even notice you. Not even.
Yeah.
If you don't even sip it, he doesn't care. He's just like, you took it and he's
Like,
fine.
I smell it. It's like, smells a little like warfarin.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So then another one comes out and he.
Okay, I have a problem with blood clots.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, that's just it. He's giving you medicine if that was the case.
Yeah.
So then he hands one to Lasan. Lasan, you take it.
Yeah, I'm not drinking anything, but we'll take it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Very good.
I'm not
Kind of
expecting it to be poison or
Toast
anything.
him back and say,
I
yeah,
got
this
work
is
to do.
great.
Excellent. All right. And he keeps on. Then he's grabbing a few more, whatever, and he's looking around because he's got other people. He's handing one back at the side of him, and he's getting a little stressed because he's got more in front of him than he knows what to do with. So he starts drinking some. Right. Starts drinking a couple of them because he can't carry two of them, and then he starts grabbing the rest of them. He starts waddling off into the crowd. Okay. So we also have a insight check that we need to have right now.
Insight check.
Insight check. Everybody get an insight check.
22.
You only have a +1. Whoa, but apparently I'll roll a nat 20.
Okay.
This is great. Then when we get in combat, it'll be all my good rolls have been wasted.
It
Yeah.
could possibly happen.
Yep.
Woohoo! There we go. Natural one. God damn it.
Okay. All right. So what happens? I'm going to start with Lasan. You rolled first. Lasan, as you're taking the beverage and you're looking and you're taking a whiff of it, you're smelling it and everything. It doesn't smell out of the ordinary, right? It smells just
Okay.
fine. But what you do notice is there's a quick sort of gesture, almost it's somebody, but I'm going to refer to them as a shadow of a sort, on the reverse side of Eric. You do notice that, and that's the fastest thing you see. That's with that roll. Now, when it comes to Tao, because Tao rolls a nat 20, Tao notices very, very quickly that this particular shadow, as it just kind of moves back and across the floor, on the reverse side of Eric, seems to sort of motion to where you're pretty sure Eric keeps his keys. Okay?
And who's he? I think maybe he's trying to grab at the keys or do something like that.
Yeah. And the interesting thing about this shadow, too, is it's the size of a dwarf. Now, it's the size of a dwarf, but, there's another dwarf on the other side. That's different. There's two different dwarves, right?
Okay.
It is the size of a dwarf, though, and it's very covered cowl, everything. You notice that...
we're not racist. We don't think that all the dwarves look alike.
Yeah, is it a dwarf or a halfling or like a really built halfling? Yeah, okay, it could be one or the other. Anyway, and as for the natural one, you're really enjoying your drink. It's delicious. It is really, really tasty. You're just sipping your way through and you're keeping an eye out there. It's amazing. So,
Or he's just listening to the band too closely.
yeah.
I don't know.
Stab the shadow. Okay. So that's what happens. Even the nat 20, you do notice that the shadow does do something. It reaches for the side and the area where you're pretty sure that Eric is keeping his keys.
Well, I will use my my mind meld like telepathy
Mhm.
to inform the others, and particularly Eric. Like, I'm trying to actually keep it on the DL. Like, I'm not gonna jump at this guy and say, "Hey, what are you doing?" Right? Because if this guy is actually maybe a suspect, we might actually want to like
Just
let
follow
him
him out.
kind of get away with it and then follow
Yeah.
him or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I will suggest that through the mental lake, but certainly suggest to Eric that he like
Yeah.
notice what's going on with his chain.
Yeah.
But be cool.
So, yeah.
While I'll casually sort of slide over maybe a little closer or be more positioned in case we decide to do something.
Right.
So I'm gonna sort of reach down to where I keep my coins and put my hand there and sort of fumble around a bit, like jiggle them a little bit, and then just like sort of furrow my brows, like as if like maybe I couldn't find the money I was looking for or something, and then reach sort of into my jacket there where the keys are. Now the keys, there's still a chain wrapped around my arm. I guess I just like grab it and then put them back up into my coach to keep them there.
Okay.
So I'm gonna just reach up there and make sure the keys are still there.
Okay. Very good.
Okay.
And the keys
Okay.
are still there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Mm.
So, yeah, I'll just like with the mental thing is like they still seem to be here. It's hard to subtly count them in if we're
Okay.
trying to not be noticed.
Can we see this fellow leave or head for a door? What?
Yeah, because say probably a good idea for one of us to shadow the shadow
Follow him. Yeah.
Yeah.
and also get a good look at his face.
That is indeed a possibility. Getting a look at his face is going to be obviously a lot harder. But if you want to roll a, you know what, Eric, specifically because you're trying to kind of
Yep.
like, oh, look, I'm looking for my my
Yeah.
gold or whatever.
Point or
Give me a
whatever.
deception check if you don't mind.
Deception check.
Yeah.
It's double digit.
Yeah, you're
Yay.
fine. Yeah. You all I needed was a 10. So yeah, you successfully go like, oh, my gold. Oh, I found it. Okay, fine. So.
And I'm definitely gonna try to follow. Like, is he leaving? Is he walking away?
He starts to walk away. He's certainly walking away.
Yeah.
Like back towards. You guess
Toward
the
a door?
trajectory is more towards the door, the main door.
The door leading outside or
Exactly.
the door to the kitchen?
Yeah.
Outside.
The door leading outside to the courtyard.
All right. Well, I mean, this place is crowded. There's a lot of people sort of like singing and dancing. Not everyone's necessarily paying attention. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using a stealth check to sort of disappear into the crowd and follow this guy like closely, especially if he's got any associates. I don't want them to spot that I'm doing this. So two things. With my nomadic chameleon discipline, I can focus on it and gain advantage to stealth, and I can activate like the one power where I can attempt to hide even if I fail to meet the requirements to do so normally. So even if I didn't properly have, the kind of cover you need to do a stealth check and things like that, I can do it here. So like total just slip into the crowd. I don't want anyone to recognize that I've left the bar. They're just like, oh, wasn't there someone else there? I'm not sure, And I want to follow this guy.
Okay. I'm just making sure I have this correct. Because there's going to be a question here in just a second, and you may or may not be privy to this. Let's see.
Stealth check or not going. I think roll 20 is.
You're buggered?
Oh wait, there we go. There was
Okay.
a pop-up, but it was behind a window.
Ah, okay.
There you go, 25.
Nice.
Okay, very good. Yes, that works out. All right, so you did 25 for a stealth check?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that is certainly good enough. Okay.
My
So-
tailing skill, I
Yeah.
guess.
So you easily... Richie the Gamer, thank you very much, man. Also, before you was Risen Dragon, I saw that as well. Thank you both
Yeah,
for your
thank you,
generosity this
guys.
morning. Very much appreciated. So yeah, you're quite stealthy. As far as you know, actually I should probably roll. Okay. As far as you know, you are undetected by the shadow in front of you as it's moving towards the door. Okay.
So we have a shadow going out toward the door. We have Tao being super stealthy behind him.
Right.
No one's even noticing. Eric, should you and I be keeping some distance and following Tao? So far enough back that the other guy's not noticing us, but that we keep her in sight?
I was trying not to warn any like compatriots he might have that she's like going with it. So if we all go, then it'll be really obvious.
And I don't think Eric has a really good stealth check, but I mean,
well,
it might work
I
out.
actually have a pretty solid stealth check.
You do?
The problem is
Better
that
than mine.
I have to my armor.
Yeah. Well, you need to listen. You've got an extra accordion. You know that your brother's playing accordions now. You can just kind of go and get.
They
one.
won't hear mine.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. I'm super stealthy today.
That's true. It's exactly how Tao's fading into the crowd because it's just like a person and a bunch of people, and you can just fade into the noise because it's just an accordion.
Look how well that's working. Look at this.
Wow.
Look how well that would be working. I just wanted to roll and just see what it would have been. But I didn't do that.
Lasan suddenly turns around and takes a step and knocks into someone who's got a beer that like flings it way up into the air, comes crashing down to the ground.
Oh. Ooh. It's almost bad enough where your brother might have noticed, but no, it's not quite bad enough. Enough. You didn't really do that though. That was just
with my brother.
Yeah.
That's all.
Oh yeah, I see. Okay. All right. So as far as I know,
awesome.
we just have Tal shadowing the shadow, if that makes any sense. But yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shadowing the shadow.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Right. So
I think this is probably for the best because I've got ability to do invisibility stuff and things too. I'm just looking for information. I'm not hoping to start a fight.
Okay. Very good. As you are following the shadow out through the door, I'm going to say you keep a pretty good eye on him. Actually, is there another role I should be doing for that? Is like because perception, maybe a perception check.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we could. That's totally cool too. There's an argument to be made that, like, if you're tailing, then what you're trying to do with your stealth is just try to stay close enough to keep an eye on things,
right?
Without doing that. But yeah, if the other guy is actively trying to be sneaky, then yeah, there should be like an opposed thing with perception. I guess it makes sense.
There's just that issue there with because in my head I'm thinking. And maybe not. Maybe this is completely fine. I want to pass it by you guys. See what you think first, because I don't want to just like employ a rule here that doesn't quite fit. Is the fact that this is the Zentarum area, so everybody's pretty competent with stealth and spotting stealth and all these sorts of things. So to be stealthy in amongst the people that are constantly looking out or really good at making those checks, right?
Yeah. Well, does he have any idea that I'm tailing him? Has he spotted me?
No,
I guess might be the
as
first
far
question.
as you know, yeah.
Yeah. Have you spotted that he has spotted you?
Yeah. Have you done a perception check against me?
Yes,
we just turned this into a recursive, infinite cycle of perception versus stealth.
Yeah, when you roll stealth first time, I roll perception, and as far as you know, you don't think he knows you're there. It doesn't really matter though, because what happens is as you're leading up to the door, he pushes into the door, but the door doesn't move.
The door? Oh, to leave the bar?
Yep.
Oh.
Is it the same door that the band came through?
Yep. After the door is now back shut and everything, and he pushes into the door doesn't move, and he keeps walking.
What do you mean he keeps walking? He walks through the door. So the shadow is actually a shadow. He walks through the door.
You can have him knowledge arcana or something like that if you want to. Let's see if you have any idea what might possibly happened.
Misty Step or... Well,
We're
no,
all
you need
watching
vision for
this.
that.
Oh,
Gaseous form?
great.
That's pretty good, actually. Even on a 2, you have... What? That's amazing.
Or rolling well. I've been rolling almost as well as when I killed Demonac's character in our D&D campaign.
Yeah.
D20 plus 3. Oh, you rolled a 16. It shows up as a 2 on my screen. That's why I'm confused.
That's weird.
Yeah, it shows up as a 2.
What you're seeing is Eva's roll.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
D20 roll stuck on there.
Ah, okay. That's what's
No,
happening.
why? It's not
All right.
showing.
This
to
isn't
me.
3.5. There's no way you can have plus 16 to anything.
Right. So
Well,
Oh, I may not have the 3D dice turned on, so it might just have her old die up there.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, that would be something. All right, so it's fine. I see the total there. No, you were quite sure. If this is no specific trick, because there was no motion to cast a spell. You are pretty confident that this shadow is like not even real. Like this is somebody else's doing. You're following something that's not even corporeal. It's just a thing. It's magical.
Right.
You're pretty certain that you don't have to follow it any further. It's a ruse. Whoever cast it is probably still inside here.
Oh, I see. And they're just trying to maybe lure someone away or do something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like it's still kind of a strange conclusion to come to. Like, why wouldn't I still try to follow it until it like faded out or something?
Well, you would technically, but you rolled high enough where you're kind of like, I'm giving you that. I'm
recognizing this as a sort of magic that it's not accomplishing anything. It's an illusion, and it's not going to keep going. Like past the door, it'll just end up dissolving or something.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, all right.
Yeah. You rolled well enough. Anything lower than a 16, you would have probably went on out the door. But all right. But anyway, also interesting things to note, because again, you guys know sort of how the security systems work in this area. If it was a spell that was cast in and around the area, it would have to be outside of and away from the bar and the office area, because otherwise, somebody would have been tagged and flagged, and everything would have been noticed.
Are there people on the upper balcony?
Yes, there are. There are soldiers.
Like they're staring a little too carefully.
There's soldiers on the upper balcony, but no, they don't look exactly super alert at the moment. They're there. They've got their armaments and stuff like that, but they're not. They're sort of like talking back and forth, and they're sort of scanning, but they're not like all eyes on the crowd at the moment.
Okay, so you're saying that this is some sort of spell. Tao's figured that out. She had a brain thing going with us, so we probably know that. But if somebody was in the room casting this spell, we would see that. But they've got to be relatively close by anyway. So they're back in the kitchen? They're hiding in another room?
No, what you're understanding is that if you were to cast a spell next to the bar or behind the bar or in the kitchen or in the office, there would be not only just a marking where you're fairy fire. You're not going to just be showing up to everybody, but you would also have an alarm would go off and follow that person around. But that didn't happen, so you're kind of understanding that whoever cast the spell is probably to the far side of the room proper itself, or maybe on the balconies or wherever. But they're definitely away from the bar area.
Do either one of you have the ability to cast Detect Magic?
It's a good question.
What would that even be under?
I think so.
Like, is a spell? No.
Yeah, it's a spell. I think it's first level.
I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's a cantrip or anything, so.
I do not.
No way. Nothing like that.
Yeah, because it is on the ranger spell list, but you have limited number of known spells, right?
Yeah, and I don't have that.
Okay. Is this something that you can swap out, like for the next day? It might be handy in this area, in this whole endeavor. I don't know.
No, with the ranger, you pick when you level up, like what spells you know.
Okay,
and that's what you know. Thing. It's not like I'm getting up every day and saying, "Oh, what spells do I need today?" I just have.
You're not a wizard.
Whatever.
Okay, I understand.
Not a wizard.
Okay.
You're a wizard, son.
So the festivities are still going on. You don't have a way to probably figure out where or who cast the spell at the very least. But you didn't get sent on a wild goose chase, so that's something. Even though you almost did.
Almost, yeah.
So what do you guys want to do about it? So you're going to go and confer with your compatriots about what happened?
Well, I mean, we certainly have to be looking. I mean, get a really good, solid look at whoever is in here. Was there anything noticeable with someone else sitting around? Is there somebody trying, to be too nonchalant, not looking at us? Is there someone kind of standing out from the crowd in some way? I mean, there's a lot of drinking going on. There's rounds being bought. There's dwarves handing out stuff. There's a band going on. There's, this is like, woohoo, party time. Is there someone who's just kind of standing out from that, who's looking worried, who's trying too hard to fit in? Is there anything that we're noticing? Do we need another perception check or something?
Did you say that there's an upper level to this,
balcony,
like in the bar area?
Yeah.
I know there was, because we know there was one near the vault, but is there actually like an upper rail?
Oh, You're cutting out
You're
pretty hard.
breaking up real bad. Yeah, I didn't get any of that. There is a balcony, if that's what you were asking.
There is a balcony.
Yeah.
The balcony does not extend, though. At least the second floor balcony does not go above the bar. The bar is pretty open to the top. But yes, further on to where you guys are staying, there's a balcony that runs across up to the top levels there, second floor, and does wrap around. And there's another staircase that goes up to a third tier where the
So who's up there? Is it crowded?
treasury is.
Is there guards up there? Look, what's up there?
Yeah,
Who's
no,
up
there's
there?
definitely guards up there. As I mentioned, there's guards up there, and they don't seem to be, because
They weren't.
also asked whether or not they
Yeah.
were alert. They're alert. They're
were-
up there, but they're not. They're talking to each other and such.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
Mm. Are there other people up there, or is it just guards on the balcony?
No, just guards
there-
up there.
Oh, just guards up there. Okay.
Okay. I
Yeah,
mean,
no,
it could be.
actually,
it
I guess Tal, you would know
probably
this.
is an inside job, but the guards, yeah.
Tal would know specifically, I think, just in terms of like rules of these sorts of areas. BA, select, start, yes. Up, down, left, right. So, yeah, no, Tal, you would understand that when there's events like this, when there's like this sort of what do you want to call it? Party, I suppose. There's other words for it, but anyway, this sort of festivity thing happening. They usually make sure that other patrons, unless of course they have, they can show proof of their staying in the inn. They do not get to move around anywhere near other people's rooms, right? They're
Okay.
so people are not
Right.
just lollygagging in and about the upper.
So to get to the rooms, we have to go up the stairs to the balcony, past the guards,
Yes.
to get to our room. Okay.
Yeah.
So the balcony isn't a bunch of tables and more people partying. It's the walkway back to the rooms, and it is being guarded.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's like when you're at a hotel where you need to use your key card
Yeah.
to activate the elevator.
Yeah.
It totally makes sense.
Yeah.
Yes. They're like bouncers or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It keeps people.
Okay.
Because I mean, again, this is the sort of scenario where if anybody wanted to skulk around and probably go pilfer and steal from rooms and such, this would be a lot
Right.
easier if there
Yeah.
was
Yeah,
a party
yeah.
around, So, yeah. Okay. Right. Anything else you guys want to do? You wanna
Man, we're not noticing anything. Somebody pretended to try to steal the keys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. And Tal, you noticed
What?
quite clearly. You did not miss a single beat. You saw the hand go in, and you saw the hand come out.
That's weird.
If it was just an illusion like you think, then it would make sense that it can't actually steal the keys.
But what would be the point of this? Somebody is casting a spell in here and taking that sort of risk.
Mm.
Yeah.
Were they trying to tell us something? Were they trying to hint, I know you've got the key? Or was this maybe this was like a weird like locate object spell, right? It's like ghost thing, find me the keys to this. And so the ghost goes all the way, grabs into there, and then just goes away without doing anything.
So this could have been cast, in some other building, and somebody followed this in?
Are
Did
you sure
somebody
that
come
you
in
still
at the
have
same
the
time?
original keys? Are you sure you haven't been swapped?
There's the thing.
Or
Yeah.
this could be something where they're going to be able to create like a magical duplicate of the keys now, right? This is like it was doing a copy and it's going to go and do a paste somewhere else.
Okay. Conceivable,
magical-
although I think the key would make it pretty hard to just copy them. You would think, but we don't know that for sure.
You think the keys are what? You're breaking up again.
Yeah.
No, I've been breaking up pretty hard. I don't know what's going on, so I'm definitely not uploading anything.
Well, I hear you now. That was pretty coherent.
Okay, so what would be the point of this?
It
So
goes,
you're
it comes
saying
and goes.
you're saying there is a possibility that they could have done some sort of. Oh, okay, everything's crashing here. Okay, you're back. I lost you completely there for a bit.
Maybe Briar's just messing with us.
Oh, I
Well-
mean, of course I'm messing with
He's
you.
done it
That
twice
never
now
happened.
with the
It's my job.
door. Yeah. But just in case, like, they did somehow copy the keys or they've got some weird shit going on, I think Tao might decide now this is the time for her to go and, like, watch the front door of the vault.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe our night's over. Maybe we just need to go back to the office. Yeah.
It could be because Lisan wanted to look through all the accounting and stuff like that.
Well,
Yeah.
Today in game time, we had followed the kind of the path. The money was collected. We had an amount, and then we checked to see what the amount was in the vault. But that's really doesn't tell us anything because we don't know what was supposed to go in the vault in the first place. I mean, if there's something being stolen before it gets to the vault, we have no way of knowing that unless we can check records previously. You know, if they get 100 gold every night, and now suddenly what's been going in is 70, then we know the problem is even before it gets to this mysterious vault of whateverness that we have found.
The tax collector was saying that, like, it seemed like he knew how much there was supposed to be, and you were going with him and counting, and that's the amount you were getting. So, unless he had the wrong numbers, we don't know how he gets his numbers.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he could be the thing. You know, he's got some deal with a store, says, well, instead of giving your 20, just give 10 and we'll split it. You know, I mean, we don't know. We don't know what today's value, if it's the same as the values coming in a year ago or 6 months ago or last week. That was, like, we have nothing to compare it to. I was thinking we needed to check that at some point to... You know, if the same amount of money is going in the vault as it always has, then we can forget everything leading up to the vault. We can forget the collection. We can forget all of that stuff and focus on how does someone get into the vault and steal it afterwards.
Yeah, great idea. Yeah, we need to eliminate
We
certain
don't know
possibilities.
which side, you know, we're looking at. So
Yeah, so you guys go in there. Yeah, do the forensic accounting. I'm going to go guard the vault. Screw this bar scene. It's stupid.
It's stupid. Yeah.
Yeah.
You even got
Just like in real life, I'm not into the bar scene.
Yeah.
forensic accounting D&D. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
So how does the guy who hired them know there should be more money if the reports add up? Yeah, I know. That's an interesting thing. But I suppose you guys don't know if the reports, anything about the reports at the moment. You're going to have to go in. You have to manually thumb through paper, which is going to be fantastic action.
Yeah.
But currently...
the accounting.
Yes, the accounting. The idea, I think, is Tao is now going to try to make their way up the stairs, right? You said you were going to the vault door?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So as you start making your way there, the soldiers that are there, they turn, they see you, they nod to you, and they just step aside.
Goddamn right.
They know the full drill at this point. Okay. Interestingly enough, not hard to not see. You've got Lisan and Eric see Chalaska move from the revelry to follow.
Say that again?
Chalaska's following Tao.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you want to find out what it's like when I'm the Dungeon Master, check out Tales from My D&D Campaign.